This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. We are doing the numerology and the astrology for August 11th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 14. And if you add the 1 and the 4 together, you get the number 5. So, when you take the power of the individual, the number 1, and use our desire to find commonality and connection from a place of neutrality and observation, the number 4, you begin to get the physical changes necessary for innovative change towards a common good, the number 5. While we are on a path to higher connection and calling for humanity, there are always those that resist any change or forward progression. Yes, change is difficult, awkward, and stressful, but it is the way of the world. Every day is followed by a new day. Every moment leads us to another experience. That is the joy of this reality. It is designed to help us grow. Growth is always about changing from one form into another. The astrology today. The moon in Taurus attempts to keep our feet firmly planted on the ground. Be gentle with yourself and others. Many are emotionally overwhelmed also. Mercury is going into a creative space with Neptune, and you may want to connect to your spiritual self in new ways. Your dreams may be very active, and the desire for romance strong. The last one might be difficult in a COVID quarantine, but for those already in relationship, you might want to go on a romantic picnic or a candlelight dinner on the porch. Make your favorite meal and dessert. Drink that special bottle of wine together. The Sun is quincunx to Jupiter, and it is going to do the same with Neptune shortly. Then it will repeat this whole process again on Friday and Saturday. This pattern makes people feel as if they are in a dilemma, searching for an elusive answer or feeling. Many things are in flux, and you are going to take many constant small adjustments throughout this week. There is a way to find what you seek, but it will require more change. And change is becoming a dirty word right now. The world continues to spin around this global crisis of consciousness. You need to stay sane and calm in the middle of it. Do something kind for others. Remember to take care of yourself. Don't start anything major right now. Just finish up what is on your plate instead. My quote for the day. Did you ever think that when you win, all you have done is make yourself begin again? Did you ever love in such a way that you realize that life is the greatest giveaway? Did you ever discover a place so true that you had no excuse but to be your best you? Okay, my blog for today. Regardless of circumstances, each of us have to do what we believe is the right thing for our soul, our family, and our world. If something does not work for your soul, I guarantee you that it will not work for your family or this world. Humanity runs a race initiated by the ego. It is an endless marathon that is designed to break you again and again. When you allow the ego to make the choices and decisions that your soul is supposed to decide, those choices will only lead to more chaos, uncertainty, fear, and self-doubt. The ego will endlessly propose things that insinuate that you will be good enough only if you do the mind's litany of steps. The ego is tricky. That ego knows that those steps lead to only more steps. And the more steps the mind creates, the more the ego implies that you're not good enough yet. And that ego says, maybe you will succeed next time with another set of steps. It is a race designed to make the only winner the ego itself. You become a puppet dancing for your survival as bullets are shot at your feet again and again. You're afraid to stop the race. You're afraid to stop moving. You're afraid that you will fail. In stepping into the dance in the first place, you have allowed yourself to be played, and you become a player in that game. You will have to be willing to lose. You will have to be willing to stop the incessant chatter of the mind and listen to what your soul is prompting you to do. You have to learn that the mind does not have the answers for the soul. That is because this whole belief and illusion that you are not good enough is such hogwash. While you are an evolving soul, that soul is whole, beautiful, and perfect right now, just as it is. But the illusions of the mind that point out the deficiencies, it is the illusions of the mind that point out the deficiencies, but those weaknesses are not weaknesses, they are inexperience. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can learn anything. Yes, it might take time and effort, but you are designed to be a highly skilled, evolving being. But there are some limitations that are caused by this body and its genetics. But this will not be the only body you will ever have, nor will it be the only one with this particular configuration of DNA. This body and incarnation are designed to give you some skills and tools that will allow you to reach into those places that you have not yet cultivated and move them through trial and error to a highly developed skill set. Do not be afraid of any growth. Do as much as you can in all the areas that are unusual and different. Try all art forms. Play music, write stories, discover what is hidden beneath the ridiculous limitations that your own mind has imposed. That is where you will discover what it is that is where you will discover that it is you that is the undiscovered country. Thanks, everybody. Bye.